Welcome to week 6 of our PE Olympics. This week we have 3 alumni with us. We have Chad Vrolijk, class of 2019, who is in the Hall of Flames. Brett Bechler, class of 2018, also in the Hall of Flames. And Zach Bauman, class of 2019, who is one of the few 4-sport athletes to go through EMS. So thank you guys for joining me today. All right, so my first question is, where did you go to school and what sport did you play?
I went up to Pennsylvania to Lancaster Bible College, and I am playing basketball.
I also went to Pennsylvania and attended Messiah College, and I play soccer.
I went to Indiana to Goshen College to play soccer.
All right, so what do you enjoy most about being a college athlete?
One thing that's pretty cool is you get to meet people from everywhere. On my team, I have people from Texas, Florida, and then Maine. So it's pretty cool that you get to meet people from everywhere. And I also like to travel. I mean, in high school, we traveled some. But, I mean, with college, you get to travel to a bunch of different states and a bunch of new venues and see, like, different parts of the U.S. So I think that's kind of the coolest part for me.
Go along with that, I would say the relationships that you form on your team with the guys, they create lifelong friends who are there for you and always have your back.
Yeah, to echo Brett, meeting people from all around the world. Really, on my team, we have Brazilians, a few people from England, some other countries that I'm forgetting. Mexico and Honduras. So yeah, all around the world, you get to meet new people and experience like being on a team with people who speak all kinds of different languages. And yeah, that's really fun.
All right, what was the hardest transition from high school to college athletics?
For me, it was just the commitment and the level of play. I mean, in high school, you are always not always doing the same sport. Like in college, you got to get ready. Well, Zach, he had 4 different sports, but for Chad and I, Chad played track and I played basketball and soccer. So it was constantly trying to balance act to get prepared for both seasons, and you kind of got a break from both. But in college, it's all on one sport, and you kind of don't get that mental break of another sport. So just full commitment on the singular sport, it's a little different than high school.
Yeah, I would say being put in a new place and trying to find that routine to get into balancing your academics with the sport you're playing, because playing a sport in college is a big commitment and you're doing something basically every day of the week, year round almost.
Yeah, to echo it, it's commitment. Like you commit to the team and you have 3 days that are like horrible and way brutal, way more brutal than high school. And so commitment is like the biggest thing, because you have to be all in if you're going to do it, or else it's going to be a struggle to get through.
So do you have any advice for athletes if they're thinking about joining a college athletic team?
Yeah, Zach just used the phrase all in. And I think that's one thing you really got to be sure of is that you're all in and you actually do love the sport, because whatever sport you do, there's no doubt it's going to be a grind. There's going to be times when you really don't want to, but you have to. I know for me, basketball is a particularly longer season, and we start officially in October, but workouts start the day we get to school. So we start in August and end in March, and then get 2 weeks off, and then we're back at it for the rest of the spring, and that's just Division III. So, I mean, it's a grind, so just make sure you love it. But with that being said, it's still a lot of fun with doing it so much, and you're around the guys pretty much all the time. Like your team, you're around 90% of the time, so you do get to form great relationships and bonds. So while it is a grind and it's hard, it's also a lot of fun, because you do form a lot of good relationships with those guys and you become really close and form a family. So while it's hard, it pays off in a lot of ways.
Yeah, tag on with that. I would say find a good group of guys that can make you a better person. And secondly, I'd say find ways to keep yourself motivated, to keep pushing when things get hard and to always keep grinding.
Yeah, well, I would say exactly what Chad said. Make sure the group make sure you hang out with the guys enough when you're recruiting or like looking for a school, because like Brett said, the group of guys who you're with is like who you'll spend all of preseason with, and you'll be working out with them at least 2 hours a day for the remainder of the year. And so making sure that group is like who you want to spend a lot of time with is important.
Yeah, that's great advice. My best friends from college are all people that I played basketball with and spent all my time with. So I think that's really good advice for people. All right, last question before we do our activities. What are you guys doing to stay active right now?
For me, I have a little mowing business with Jesse Byler, who also went to school. So I'm doing a lot of push mowing to just that's one little cardio thing. And I also have some TRX bands or straps, or really any type of straps you guys have. You can look up on YouTube workouts for that. And I also just look up home body weight workouts. And there's a lot of great stuff on the internet for you to do. And I mean, I'm not a very creative person, so I can't think of much. So I just type in workout stuff, focus on whatever you want that day. And there's a lot of great stuff out there. So I'm doing that kind of route.
Yeah, I've been going on a bunch of bike rides, occasionally lifting with what I have around the house, mostly body weight stuff, and working on the farm, which gets it going.
Yeah, just trying to stay active, mulching jobs, doing like jobs that are active and get outside. And then also going on bike rides with Chad over there. And then the occasional workout that destroys my thighs, and then I take a break for a few days.
Are any of your coaches giving you stuff to do now while you're home?
Yeah.
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 Never stops, does it?
Nope.
No. All right. Well, thanks for the interview. We're going to get into our Olympic activities. So we're going to have 3 this week. Brett's going to demonstrate and talk about our first one, which is a bicycle crunch.
All right. So for this, you're going to put your back flat on the ground. You're going to put your knees about 90-degree angle, and you're going to put your arms behind your head. And then for the bicycle part, you put your right elbow and bring in your left knee and go like this. And you do the same with the other. And you just go slow and back and forth. And you really want to squeeze your core when you do that to get the maximum effect of the rotating.
All right. Our second one, Chad will demonstrate body weight squats.
All right. So you're going to want to try to keep your weight over top of your heels. And you're going to go down and try to get to a 90-degree angle. In doing so, you can hold it down here, or you can just go up and down like so. There you go.
Great. And then Zach is going to demonstrate body weight dips. Notice his awesome background over there.
Oh yeah, check out that background. That's senior. Is that senior year? Yeah, senior year of high school right there. All right, so find a nice firm place for the exercise, and then we're gonna walk our legs out here, and then you're gonna start straight and come down to a 90-degree angle or as low as you can go, and then back up and just repeat that.
All right, so those are your 3 activities for this week: a bicycle crunch, a body weight squat, and a body weight dip. Just do as many as you can and log them. I would like to thank Brett, Chad, and Zach for being with me today. I really appreciate it, guys. It was nice to see you and chat with you.
Nice to see
And
you too.
yeah, we'll talk to you later.